The prime mover for this exercise is the rectus abdominis.
He's going to show the abdominal crunch. First, lie down on the floor on your back and bend your knees, placing your hands either behind your head or across your chest. Pull your belly button towards your spine and flatten your lower back against the floor. Slowly contract your abdominals, bringing your shoulder blades about 1 or 2 inches off the floor. Exhale as you come up and keep your neck straight, chin up. Hold at the top of the movement for a few seconds, breathing continuously. Slowly lower back down, but don't relax all the way.
Common errors of this exercise are not squeezing the abs, yanking on the back of the head, using momentum and elastic rebound, holding the breath, and interlocking fingers behind the head. The prime movers of this exercise are the latissimus dorsi, teres major, serratus anterior, and the pectoralis minor.
This is Ferry. He's going to show us the dumbbell pullover. Place the dumbbell standing up on a flat bench. Ensuring that the dumbbell stays securely placed at the top of the bench, lie perpendicular to the bench, torso across it as in forming a cross, with only your shoulders lying on the surface. Hips should be below the bench and legs bent with feet firmly on the floor. Your head will be off the bench as well. Grasp the dumbbell with both hands and hold it straight over your chest at arm's length. Both palms should be pressing against the underside of one of the sides of the dumbbell. This will be your starting position. While keeping your arms straight, lower the weight slowly in an arc behind your head while breathing in until you feel a stretch on the chest. At that point, bring the dumbbell back to the starting position using the arc through which the weight was lowered and exhale as you perform this movement. Hold the weight on the initial position for a second and repeat the motion for the prescribed number of repetitions.
Common errors of this exercise are using too much weight, raising your hips, not keeping your feet flat on the floor, jerking the weight up, performing the movement too fast, and letting your elbows flare out. The prime movers of this exercise are the semimembranosus, semitendinosus, biceps femoris, gluteus maximus, and the erector spinae.
This is Ross. He'll be showing us the good morning. You start with a closed supinated hand grip with the bar on the rack at shoulder height. Rack the bar across the rear of your shoulders as you would for a power squat, not on top of your shoulders. Keep your back tight, shoulder blades pinched together, and your knees slightly bent. Step back from the rack. Begin by bending at the hips, moving them back as you bend over to near parallel. Keep your back arched and your cervical spine in proper alignment. Reverse the motion by extending through the hips with your glutes and hamstrings. Continue until you've returned to the starting position.
Common errors for this exercise are bending at the waist, rounding the lower back, and flexing the knees during motion. The prime movers of this exercise are the pectoralis major, anterior deltoid, serratus anterior, and the pectoralis minor.
Ferry will be showing us a flat dumbbell fly. Lie down on a flat bench with a dumbbell in each hand resting on top of your thighs. The palms of your hands will be facing each other. You'll be using a closed grip. Then, using your thighs to help raise the dumbbells, lift the dumbbells one at a time so you can hold them in front of you at shoulder width with the palms of your hands facing each other. Raise the dumbbells up like you're pressing them, but stop and hold just before you lock out. This will be your starting position. With a slight bend on your elbows in order to prevent stress at the biceps tendon, lower your arms out at both sides in a wide arc until you feel a stretch on your chest. Breathe in as you perform this portion of the movement. Return your arms back to the starting position as you squeeze your chest muscles and breathe out. Hold for a second at the contracted position and repeat the movement for the prescribed amount of repetitions. This is how to spot for a dumbbell fly. The spotter positions himself behind the head of the lifter. Keeping their hands under the lifter's wrist, they shadow the movement of the lifter throughout the entire repetition.
Common errors for this exercise are locking the elbows and bridging or arching the lower back.